What's up, it's your boy Noodlenick. Today we're back with another smart toilet review. Today we're going to be reviewing a toilet called the 𝐬𝐻 ST12U. It's supposed to be really high quality, upgraded, smart toilet. Let's go ahead and go into the garage. We'll take a look at the box, get it all unboxed, figured out, and then we'll get this smart toilet out of here and we'll install the new 𝐬𝐻. And by we, I mean my plumber friend. I'll see you guys out in the garage. Okay, here it is, 𝐬𝐻 smart toilet. Let's get this thing unboxed. My garage, it's a little crowded in here, okay? We got a lot of tech review items, okay? Don't worry about it. First off, we got kind of a crazy little control panel or something action going on here. All right, cool, very cool. Okay, get this out of the way. Let's release it from the box. Here it is. Take a look. This thing is mint. We get the wax ring, we get the user guide, and we get the toilet. I'll show you guys this thing up close in just a second. There it is. Take a peek. Beautiful. So we'll get the packaging off of this. We'll take a little bit closer of a look at it, but pretty hyped to test this thing out. Now that we have it all unboxed and we kind of understand a little bit about it, now that we've seen it, I'm gonna carry this bad boy into my bathroom, and then my plumber friend is coming soon, and he's gonna pull the Deer Valley out, and we're gonna put in the new 𝐬𝐻, then we're gonna test it out and see how it works. They charged me $3.50 for this one. I guess it was a bit easier to take off an old smart toilet and put on a new one. The wax ring are pretty similar. It's not as expensive as you would think to get one of these installed if you don't know how to do it yourself. They got it knocked out quick and it was really easy, so maybe I'll put a little bit of footage of that up here. He did let me take a time lapse of him, so appreciate that guy. Huge shout out. Anyways, we have our brand new 𝐬𝐻 ST12U smart toilet here. First look, here we go with the, with the lid down, just normal. Basically, it's like a regular toilet, but smart. What is a smart toilet exactly? It's a toilet that comes with a heated seat, comes with a bidet, it comes with a dryer, auto lift seating so you don't have to bend down and lift it up. It's ADA height, so for older people or if you're like pregnant or disabled or something like that, those are the standard height for a toilet. That way they don't have to bend down as far. If you have needs like that, it really helps out a toilet like this. Smart toilets are great. Been kind of using smart toilets exclusively over the past few months because we had one for an upgrade and then we had another one for an upgrade, so we've had one in both of the bathrooms of the house. And it's been awesome. It's way better than a normal toilet. Okay, anyways, that was the foot sensor that I just set off. It's right here. There's a little sticker. I won't move too close to it, but behind my knee there, you can set it off with your foot. If you're a guy that stands up when you use the bathroom, kick your foot down there once and it'll lift the seat up. And when you're done, kick your foot again and it'll close the lid and flush it. That's why I like smart toilets, because heated seat is something that I never thought I would ever need. And bidet is actually extremely helpful. As an American, most Americans don't use bidets, so I didn't really know much about it, but it ended up being awesome. So we got a little bit of an upgrade on our Deer Valley here, so I kind of wanted to share with you guys. Let's talk about some of the features and stuff. Okay, so there's a few different settings on here you can do. You can adjust the temperature of the water and the bidet spray. It's got UVC water sterilization for a cleaner, healthier wash. It's got Health Guard foam shield to prevent splashing, odors, and bacteria spread. It also has plasma sterilization to actively sanitize the bowl interior, and a nightlight and digital display. Okay, let's go over some of the functions of the remote installed on the wall. You can either leave it on the wall and just, kind of use it up, or you can take it off. So what we have here, we got a rear wash, we got front wash for the ladies. You got a stop in case anything's going on, you can stop it. A dryer. Dryer function is actually really nice for a bidet, kind of useful. And a flush. You can adjust the levels of your strength here, so strong or weak, depending on your flow needs. You got your seat temp adjustment here, water temp, foam shield. You got your nightlight settings, open, close, front and back. So let's try out some of these. We have the dryer. There's the dryer. So once you use the bidet, then you just pop that bad boy on. No toilet paper necessary. Guess we can do flush, because that's next. Why not? You guys want to see the flush? Like water comes shooting out of that hose in there. 𝐸𝐡𝐚𝐬, very powerful. Okay, you can also adjust the seat temp, 91, 97, and 102. Adjust your water temp for your bidet, and we have 91, 97, and 102. Same as the seat temp. You have your foam shield, which we'll do that in a minute. You can do your Nightlight. Okay, kind of like the Nightlight. And then you can open with a button if you don't want to use your foot. And you can close that one. And you can close this one. Okay, I'm gonna peel the sticker. I'm going. Beautiful. Digital display. Right now we're doing rear wash setting, and then there's the flush. This is 102 degrees, shows your temperature and stuff like that. If you don't want it on at all, then it'll just be blank. So right now, no seat heating is even on. So now I guess we'll just try out the foam shield. I just gotta get this thing closed. Special foaming agent for smart toilet. Gotta get this, you can't just put like whatever you want, you gotta get the specific stuff. But I think this works for pretty much all smart toilets. So this is just magnetic. So you just pull this right off. As you can see, there's the bottom. And right here is where the foam cleaner goes. And we're good, now we got our foam. This stuff lasts a while too, you don't have to fill it up that often. Helps keep the bowl clean, and also if you like drop something in it, kind of helps like as like a last saving grace. If maybe you drop like a Lego in there or something, it'll help you out. Out of the 3 smart toilets we reviewed, that was the easiest like juice refill, I guess, out of the 3. Okay, now just plug it back in. Okay, last thing we gotta test is the foam, so let's see if it works. Here we go, foam shield. Hey, not bad. This also helps when you go to the bathroom so it doesn't like splash on you. Okay, here we go. When you drop something in the toilet, you don't want it to splash. No splash. Open the lid, we'll see how much splash there is. Nothing. Where's the splash? That ain't bad. And then it just like floats there on top. Of course. Wow, the things I do for a tech review, am I right? Anyways, foam shield's actually really cool. And it helps keep the bowl sanitized. Also, there's like a UV sanitizer inside the bidet as well. But the foam shield definitely helps. Helps with smell, and just run it every once in a while. Refresh your toilet. It's a nice thing to have. Okay, so this has been Uncle Brown Smart Toilet ST12U. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link for it in the description. Like I said, all in all, like if you're looking to upgrade from a regular toilet to a smart toilet, it'll probably run you about maybe $1,000 to $1,500, which is not a bad deal when you consider the fact that that comes with installation, that comes with an outlet install if you don't have that. That comes with plumbing modifications if you need those. All in, not a bad upgrade, but if you want to do it yourself, save yourself like 350 bucks or so. That's about what it costs to get this one put in today. You can always do that, and these toilets are a lot easier to put in than normal ones, besides, you know, the outlet and stuff like that. But the actual install of the wax ring and stuff is supposed to be a lot more straightforward than your typical toilet. So if you're looking to install a toilet for the first time, it's not a bad thought. Just know that there's options out there if you don't know how to do it yourself. Definitely highly recommend this toilet. Has a whole bunch of really cool features. Love the smart foam. Love the remote, has so many buttons on it, I don't even know what to do. It's just cool, man. It looks really nice. Even this one has kind of a curve on the back of it. You know, with the other 2 smart toilets I had, they're like really big. So the water valve behind the toilet like didn't like fit along the side of it. But like because this one kind of curves in the back, it like doesn't look ugly back there. It actually looks really nice. If you're going with this one versus the Deer Valley, I'd consider this one just because there's no water filter in the back. It's built into the toilet, so it doesn't look ugly in the back. It has a little bit of a slimmer profile just on the back side, so to kind of help you keep that same configuration if you're replacing a normal toilet, like a regular size toilet. Anyways, this has been another toilet tech review from Noodlenick. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, Uncle Brown. Peace.